Hi, this is Charlotte from Delain, and you are watching DaBelly.
All right, so hello DaBelly followers. We are here celebrating our 15th birthday with Charlotte from Delain.
Oh wow, congratulations.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, May 5th, 2000 we started.
Wow.
So we're also celebrating your 1 year for your new album, which has been fantastic. How have you enjoyed the 1 year so far?
It's been great. I mean, this album has opened a lot of doors. We've done great tours. We really enjoyed last year. I mean, we started out with the European tour as a main support for Within Temptation, which was really awesome. Now we're on the road with Nightwish and Sabaton. We've been touring with Sabaton in Europe as well. We've done some amazing festivals. Like, it's really been a good year. Like, I cannot remember that we ever toured so much. And if I look at the year that is to come, then we will probably be doing even more. So things are really looking up. And and I think that, I'm really happy that the album got to do that for us.
So Nightwish has said that you are one of their favorite bands. How does that make you feel?
It's a really special thing because when I was growing up and started to listen to the bands in this genre, like my favorite bands were probably Within Temptation and Nightwish. And for Martijn it was actually the same. Well, he was in Within Temptation, so for him it was Nightwish. But so there's a large history there, there's a lot of nostalgia there. And then to be on the road with these bands and to hear them say that they actually dig your music too is just... it's very special and very cool, and we're all wearing each other's merch, and it's very nice, very nice.
So what other bands were you inspired by in this genre?
I really like, Anneke van Giersbergen as a singer very much. I remember going to Stream of Fashion shows as well, and Lacuna Coil, I really like them as well. So I kind of got familiar with the genre, and those were kind of the first names that I listened to. And but they're only some of the favorites, really.
Very
Cool.
And then you guys have the upcoming video lyric release of Sing to Me with a member of Nightwish. Can you tell us why you picked that song to do a lyric video to?
Well, I mean, it only makes sense because, of course, we're doing this tour now with Nightwish, and we've been performing the songs with Marco on stage for a couple of nights, and he's been really like a returning guest on our albums. Almost all of the albums that we did, he did one or two guest performances on. So we thought it was about time that we did another video featuring one of those performances, because I mean, I really like how the track came out, and and I think the video is very nice too. Like, it will release next week on Tuesday, so
that's exciting. So whatever, check out for that. I love your pictures you post, the selfies.
Oh.
You have one with David Bowie. And do you have a favorite David Bowie song or a favorite movie that David Bowie was in?
I really like Let's Dance. I really like, I really like the hits. I like that fantasy movie that he was in. The name escapes me now, Labyrinth. I really like that one. And Ziggy Stardust was amazing, obviously, and I really like his sense of fashion and like the whole androgynous thing. I love it so much. Like, he's really an icon.
Yeah.
And yesterday we were playing the Greek Theater, and I was walking through the Hall of Fame, and that's a moment where you kind of get to see, okay, in a minute from now I'll be stepping on this stage, and when you walk through the hallway that leads to the dressing rooms, you get to see, all the people who have been performing on the stage before you. And among them, I saw so many of the people that I really adore in music. And I just had to, it's not like they were actually there, but they were there. So I just had to post some silly selfies with, some of my musical heroes who were there, and, to kind of take the stage after them. It feels like an honor.
That's really cool. Last time I saw you guys, you did a Michael Jackson, was it Beat It, that you guys did a cover of?
Probably. So when was that again?
With Camelot. What was it, 2 years ago? Do you remember, Dave? 2 years ago. 2 years ago with Camelot and
What city was it in?
within Phoenix. It was at the Club Red.
Because usually this is what we do. I mean,
The group of the violins and cello.
this is usually what, if we play Beat It, that usually means that there's a technical problem somewhere that needs to be solved. So in the meantime,
Okay.
so probably if you saw us play that, we really love, the guys really love playing that song, and it's really great. But then probably something went wrong that night, which is typical because usually then I remember those shows as, oh my God, something went wrong. But apparently this was still in my book as a good show because I don't even remember. So that's a good thing.
It was an awesome song to hear you play.
Yeah. We really like it. We have a few of those things where, we usually don't really play covers during our set. But it's just like, in case something goes wrong, in case we have to fix something, then we throw in a nice cover, and this was one of them.
What do you have planned for a cover and something goes wrong on this tour?
Probably Beat It is the first on the list, although Sabaton sometimes plays it when Joachim gets the guitar. So probably we would do something else. Maybe Seven Nation Army gets everybody going. So I don't know.
That's awesome. So I saw also that you had to say goodbye to your cats. How many cats do you have?
I have 2 adorable cats. Yeah, they're called Roxy and Iggy. Roxy Music, Iggy Pop. Makes sense. And they're really sweet. They're sisters. And I had them they just turned 6 actually.
Oh, I thought they were so kitties.
Yeah, they're fairly small, so they still look like really tiny. But they were born on April 1st, so they just became 6 years old. Yeah.
Cool. So I have to say, I love your fashion sense and your hair and your makeup. If you could tell us about how you come up with your style or how you do your makeup every day, especially being on a tour bus and on the road, how you look so amazing up on stage.
To be honest, I am not really a girly girl in the sense that I kind of hate coming up with things to wear or things to do my makeup with. It's become more interesting since I kind of got really into Instagram lately, and the cool thing about Instagram is that there's a lot of small companies that get some really nice exposure through it. So I found some really small like clothing brands, like small makeup brands that do like animal friendly or vegan makeup and stuff, and I found these nice jewelry brands. So I kind of don't want to spend my time on it, but when I feel like when you can support like a small corporation, and also then that not everybody in the audience is going to wear the same thing, then I must admit that lately, because of that, I'm kind of starting to like it, and I'm kind of starting to like putting looks together, and the braid with the rings. I really I have a braid with rings. And it's funny because every day people tell me like, oh, how'd you think of that? And I was like, well, I had a braid and then I had some rings, and then I thought, yeah. But this is Regal Rose, by the way. They make these. You could probably make them yourself, but they're an awesome brand anyway, so it's nice to check out. And
you have your head shaved also.
Yeah, but I've had that. It's funny because I've had that like for 3 years now since We Are the Others. But I wear it like usually when I'm home. I part my hair here and I just wear it over it. And every time that I wear it to the other side during a gig or something, I get like a new wave of response on the interwebs going like, no, why did you shave your hair? And I'm like, well, it's been like that for 3 years and you never noticed, so obviously it's not that big of a deal. And the fact that people respond to the hair of someone that they don't really know on the interwebs like that, it's pretty silly in general. But still, yeah, that's how it goes apparently.
Well, your hair is absolutely beautiful.
Well, thank you very much.
Do you guys have
half of it is fake, so.
Oh, well, I couldn't even tell, and I'm a hairdresser. How horrible is that? So good job. So you guys had some stops, Yosemite, Niagara Falls, and there was one other that you posted. Yellowstone. Yes. Any special moments you care to share from those stops?
Well, it was funny because at Yellowstone we were like all day we were calling like, come on bear, we want to see some bears, but we knew that it's kind of special to actually spot some bears there, and there are some areas that you actually cannot go because it's like danger of bears, and we were like, yeah, but we want to see them, but obviously you don't want to see. Well, anyway, we had a whole day there, and it was a fantastic day, and we were very satisfied with all the things we got to see, and the crazy nature phenomena. It's like you're on another planet, really. And the big attractions aren't even really the most interesting things. It's more like when you get to these vast landscapes that you can just walk through that look like, well, just basically like nothing you've ever seen before. It's amazing. And we were at the end of the day, and we kind of already given up on seeing bears or something, and suddenly we see some cars parked at the side of a road where where it's not like a site or anything. So we thought, what the hell, we just stopped, and then we watched, and there was like a little river, and on the other side of the river, so very safe, and on the other side of the river there was a mama bear with a baby bear, and they were just browsing, and they were digging the earth a bit, and every now and then, because there, after we got out, quite some people gathered to watch, and they were kind of like, I see you guys over there, but we got the river, so we're okay. So they just kind of went on with their business, and it was really adorable, and it's so great to see these majestic animals like in their natural habitat, without fences around them. And the fact that there was a river in between, that worked so well for us as well, because of course you're safe on the one hand, and also they are safe and they feel safe. So they were kind of just playing around, and it was really special, because it was one of those things where we said, well, we kind of want to see bears, but we know that we probably will not see them, but then we did. So it was nice. Yeah.
So you guys have a tour coming up in the UK, and just on the road constantly. So is there anything that you guys have planned that isn't on the road that you can share with us?
That isn't on the road? Well, yeah, so we have a lot of tours coming up, and the European tour is very exciting, actually, because Anneke van Giersbergen, she will actually join us with their new project, Gentle Storm, and she will be...
that's right, yeah.
Yeah, and she will be the support there, and talking about artists that I really love, and then they come with you on tour. It's amazing. So really looking forward to that. Off the road, we are working on our next album already. Yeah, so we're hoping to release that next year, and we already have quite some material, and I think it's going to be really cool. So I cannot say too much about it, because a lot of the direction and stuff, a lot of that is very much decided in the production process. So it's in a bit later stage. So we're just working with our ideas now, putting them into the shape of a song, and I think we got like 6 or 7 songs that where we feel very confident about the structure and the main melodies and everything. So we got to finish those and then come up with another 6 or 7 to make the album complete. But there are still some ideas from our previous writing sessions that we've done for this record. So I think that I think that we're actually on schedule for once. That's nice. Yeah.
And then, so is there anything that you would like to add or say to the fans on the camera?
Yeah, well, I would just like, because this is the 3rd time that we're in the US, and when we first started out going to the US, everybody told us like you need like 5 support tours before you can do your own headline tour as a European band going to the US. And I think it might be true, but I just want to thank everybody for like the support that they've given us, online or by buying our stuff or by just telling their friends, but also during the gigs right now, because tonight was one of those shows where we were on the stage, and we know we're the first support of 3 bands, and everybody buys their ticket for different bands, or maybe all of the bands, but tonight we really felt like, everybody in the audience was so warm and so lovely. So I just want to thank everybody for making us feel so welcome, in the United States. And it's a special kind of feeling when you forget that you're doing your 30-minute set, but you feel like it was really good and really special. And I would just like to thank people for that.
Well, we love you here, and we can't wait for you guys to headline your tour when you come back. Hopefully next time it'll be a headlining tour. So I want to thank you guys. Check out Delain on Facebook and Instagram. You have your own personal Instagram. And make sure to like us and subscribe to our YouTube and follow us on Facebook.